It is time for the Superspeedway Swing to begin in the Gatorade Cup Series as we're here at the Talladega Superspeedway for the running of the NR2003. We're getting closer to chase time, and this is just one of those stretches of races where these drivers know they have to perform, have to get lucky in order to make it through into the postseason. TJ Hanley on pole in the 21 for today's Talladega race, and 2's outside second, the most confident Gatorade Cup Series driver in the field, Eli Bright, winner of the All-Star race. He's in the chase no matter what happens. He will be the one to force issues during the stretch of races. Then third place with William Bullen, fourth it's Scott Gregory, and right at the top five, Jonathan Beefer in the 77. Then in sixth, it's Steve Morgan, the 26. Seventh place we have Anthony Hernandez, eighth it's Michael Gregory, in ninth we have Ian Capana, and Marshall Burrow, the 7, rounds out the top 10. Back behind them for the rest of the field, Antonin Charles and Tyler Fick in the 98. Then there's Cole Luigi with the 1 of Diego Lopez. Then we have Derek Hale in the 8 with the 19 of Riley Sampson, along with Riley Spurleytube, and second in points Max Rossi. Then there's Jake Galloway and Brandon Beal in 9, with Nathan Green and the 88 of Anthony Fox. Then we have Casey Nanico and Freddie Soto the 82, with Carter Friesen and Zachary DeLello. Then there's Jeff Bright and John Smith, Griffin Lynn, Jay Jefferson, Jake Richardson and Brett Sierra, with Zachary Fitzwater Sr. and Trey Rainey, Jonathan Rains, Kashawn Richardson, Bronson Mick, and Roman Fenway are points leader, with Evan Hunter and Sebastian Kukulon, and in the final row, Luke Rainey, the 2 and the 14 of Levi Shones. There's the 42 car field for racing in the Aaron's 499 at Talladega. Let's go on track set for the most famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines!
The field of 42 slowly getting up to pace speed here at the Talladega Superspeedway to hit the high banks in Talladega, Alabama for the start of the Superspeedway Swing in the Gatorade Cup Series. The man who starts second today, Eli Bright, is safe until we get to the chase. He's into the postseason no matter what happens in these next few races because of the All-Star win. So he is going for broke in these next few races, especially these next 3, Talladega, Pensacola, and Daytona, where everyone's in a pack. And you're going to be going 3, 4, maybe even 5 wideout points. If they are in a sketchy situation, don't expect the 24 to back out. Expect him to force someone else to back out. He's going to be going all out for the next few races until we get to the postseason. 29 laps at Talladega in the Aaron's 499 to start the Superspeedway Swing and the Gatorade Cup Series. It's TJ Hanley, Eli Bright front row, with William Bullen, Scott Gregory, and Jonathan Beefer rounding out the top 5 starters. Here we go for the Aaron's 499, the start of the Superspeedway Swing and the Gatorade Cup Series. Hanley, Eli Bright down, 29 laps at Talladega. Let's get going. Superspeedway Swing is underway in the Gatorade Cup Series. A little bit 3 wide behind the race leaders. TJ Hanley from pole leads the first lap of the Aaron's 499 Talladega. Bullen to second, the 31, 4 wide to the quarter. Antonin Charles making the big moves for the 16. Charles won the last points race in the Gatorade Cup Series. That was at Pocono. Looking for now a Talladega win, 2 in a row in the Gatorade Cup Series. S11 is possible for the 16 driver. Down the back, Bullen all over the back of Hanley. So they race up the super stretch. About a car length in between the 2. The air bubble here at Talladega Daytona, hard to burst, especially when the leader gets out in front clear like he is. But now if 3 cars get lined up together, that will be good for the third one. He's getting a nice run off turn 4 right here. Can he take the run to the inside? We'll see if the 16 does it first. Antonin Charles now for second. William Bullen didn't make the move fast enough for the 16's liking. 2 teammates, Yepez and Hamel, have a nice run into the draft. For Earnhardt Ganassi Racing, here comes Yepez and Hamel. Where does the 1 go and does the 8 follow? They'll go with the 16, push Antonin Charles clear for a second. 4 wide behind them for Anthony Fox. Riley Spurgeon gets away from that. 6 cars break away. 7th time back in this log jam of cars. You have a few cars just kind of hanging out the back. It's Luke Rainey, Levi Shones, points there, Roman Fenway, Sebastian Kukulon, and some others. They're just riding around. They're just cruising right now. They don't want to get up there too soon. Hamill breaks the trust of the teammate Yepez. Goes down to Riley Sprode for the third. And Hanley, Anton, and Charles, 2 Fords pull away in the lead. Bowling going to try and get down for Nathan Green and does that successfully. Here comes DeLello, Soto, and Lynn on the inside moving forward. Sprode for third down Yepez. He'll move to the inside, the 28 driver looking. Excuse me, that's Hamlin's pulling low on. Derek goes up the racetrack, Sprode to the inside for third. But still the 28 can't gain the advantage. The 8 can almost clear. Sprode though keeps it down there. The 8 gets in the spot. Ford, 1, 2, 3 at the front with Hanley, Anson, and Charles and Riley Sprode. 1, 2, 3. They come off the corner and down the back straight. And you can see Hanley has a pretty strong car at this stage in the race. The 16 can't really get to him. It's about a car length and a half between the 21 and the 16. That air bubble that someone has to escape, you have to have a good car to be able to do that. I don't think the 16 has the car to do it. Maybe if the 20 gets all over him, starts pushing him, he can get up there, but 28 might pull low here if he sees he has a run and wants to take it. Sprode staying in line for now. Here come the 2 Toyotas of Nathan Green and Zachary DeLello into the picture. A third Toyota joined that with Freddie Soto. And a fourth one with Griffin Lynn. Anson Charles over the back of Hanley now into turn number 1. Green for third on Sprode. The 28 trying to get down. The 20's down there though. They go side by side for P3. Front 2 get away. Here comes Soto to help Green out. Lynn to help the 82. And the wall back there. We had one car scrape the wall. It looked like it might have been the 44 of Campana. We keep it straight. We stay green. Yeah, it looks like Leon Campana got into the wall there. Through 1 and 2 is now slow on the outside. Rowan Fenway and Jake Gowage kind of up there just riding around, especially Fenway. He came as the point, so he probably just wants to preserve that car because of how they're racing out the front. He doesn't want to be up in that chaos. Luke Rainey, though, he's laying back too far. He might lose the draft here if he's not careful. That 2 car doesn't look it's up to speed very much. It's still Hanley, Charles, Nathan Green, the top 3. They get away single file. Then side by side, fourth on back with Lynn to the inside, Soto. Jeff Bright looking 3 wide in the 5. But Jeff stays in line by Lynn for now. That's 2 champions moving together on the inside. Here comes Carter Friesen. He forced Reigns, our Daytona 500 champion, to the middle lane. And Reigns, Daytona 500 winner. The last time we were on a plate track like this, that was Daytona. Reigns won it. So watch for him to try and be a factor late in this race. The pack kind of come together. 3 wide, no real 4 wide, but it's kind of unorganized 3 wide. No one's really staying in line. There's just a bunch of different lanes going. It's a very odd maneuver that these guys are doing. New second place man, Nathan Green, was by Anton and Charles Bois, breaking the Ford stranglehold on the top 2 spots. And Jeff Bright going to try and shove those Toyotas out of there. Here comes now front 3 for Toyota Chevy, with Hanley leading at Green in second and Jeff Bright to third. Steve Morgan, the 26 with Eli Bright, the 24 outside. Pulsar comes back on the inside already. He's going to try and get there and help his teammate Father out. Front 4 are clear. 4 wide behind them. They move up now. Does Jeff Wright make a move for a second? Does he push Nathan Green to the front? Pushing that 20 car down the back. The 21 has a nice gap. And Hanley's just had a great car so far today. Look at Jeff Wright now. It's for a second. He has Eli with them. All right, so the Brights are together. Now does Eli make a move on Jeff? We mentioned he's going to be all out. And it looks like he's just not going to play nice with teammates either. He's just going to go whenever he can take the runs. Jay Jefferson with them in the 78. So now the 2 started first and second are currently running first and second on lap number 7. That will change as Jay Jefferson breaks low for P2. Eli is going to get down for that 78. How about that? Eli Bright with a strong race car to be able to clear that 78. Here's a nice run going off turn 2 here. All right, does he take it to the inside? He's a run off turn 2. He'll hang the left to the inside. Does anyone go with him to help him get by that 21? Jefferson stays high with Hanley. Oh, that's a shot right there to get that 24 to the lead. Eli stays there, but his nearest help is Scott Gregory. Eli's blowing up now from the race lead. Eli Bright's on the apron with an issue. He blew up at Pocono last race. He comes up to the back as a crash. The big one at Talladega. Fink, Kukulon, Fox, Beal, Yepez, DeLello, all in this as Eli Bright blew up and got the back half of the field. Hanley back to the caution flag at first. Eli Bright running side by side with Hanley for the lead. The first challenge Hanley had all day long, and it's squandered with Eli's second straight mechanical issue. He blew up at Pocono, he now blows up at Talladega, and it causes the big one. Bright done for the day. Beal involved, Yepez involved, Soto has a ton of damage, DeLello has a ton of damage, Kukulon and Fink have damage, and some others as well collected. Fox, Hamill also collected, As the crash happens off turn number 4, Eli Bright blowing up merges into the pack and causes the big one at Talladega. Eli Bright had been side-by-side with TJ Hanley for the race lead. That gets squandered with another mechanical issue for the 24, the second straight this season. He had it at Pocono, has it here today. He's lucky he has that all-star win to fall back on. As he's coming back up the racetrack, I think he's maybe sliding his own oil, going too fast. He slides up. Gowie's going to barely miss it. Into Hamel, the first car he hits. Then Brandon Beal, Anthony Fox's teammate. Bull and Charles Bois, Soto, they come down. Tyler Fink gets into it. How about Michael Gregory and Cole Luigi barely missing it? Points leader Fenway gets through. Kukulon involved. They can see Anthony Hernandez get banged up. Yepes back there. Nanico and Shones. It looks like Luke Rennie may have sneaked away through that. Leon Campana, the 44 also. But a tough break for the drivers that got collected in this. 24 possibly slipping on oil. Going a little too fast. And how it starts. Charles Bois may have gotten away with one there, just kind of hit the wall. Fenway, one of the last cars through without damage. Looks like Jake Richardson, Luke Rennie, Leon Campana, Nanico, and Levi Shones also got through it without any contact. So they might be fine to continue on as well. Another look at this. 24 blows up racing side by side with race leader TJ Hanley. And then right here, up the track into the pack. A lot of cars collected in the big one at Talladega. Lap number 8. Eli Bright blows up bound for the lead with TJ Hanley. TJ leads us back. He's led every single lap from pole position. He has a dominant car in the Aaron's 499. Can he hold on? We're coming to green this time by. Green flag this time by the Aaron's 499 at Talladega. Lap number 11, 19 to go. For the 24, is a camshaft issue that put him out of this race. So for the second straight race, mechanical malfunction on the 24 puts him out. TJ Hanley currently leads in the 21. Jay Jefferson second, Evan Hunter third, Scott Gregory and Steve Morgan in the top 5. They have Brett Sierra, Zachary Fitzwater Sr., Marshall Burrell, John DeBeeford, and John Smith in the front 10. Back to the restart zone, back to the green flag. TJ Hanley steps on the gas and gets away. Jay Jefferson to the inside, Hunter to the outside for a second. Here comes Brett Sierra looking low on his teammate Steve Morgan, less than 26 in line. Their teammate Evan Hunter is falling back on the outside. Look at that 21, just how great he gets through the corners. It's almost like that 21 just has something in it to where the handling's so great on it. And he can also go fast down the straightaways. I mean, he has the best of both worlds. He's get through the corners really well, and down the straightaways he's pretty fast. Second in points, Max Rossi. Second up the field, not going. 83 with an issue, back of the field. Marshall Burrell moves out of line, the 7 car. 777 on the bottom. Is that going to be lucky for them here today? Can anyone get to TJ Hanley? The one driver who was able to challenge him was the driver who started second today. That was Eli Bright. But he's now out of the race. No longer a challenge. Can anyone get there and get to Hanley and challenge him? 11 laps completed at Talladega. TJ Hanley, the dominator here today. Morgan to second. Buford to third. Can they run down the 21? Here comes John Smith as well as Kashawn Richardson. Front 3 move up. Smith moves to the inside for third. Luke Rennie going to be trying the first to catch on to this lead draft. They have to catch on to Cole Luigi's draft. Buford for third. Now for second. Down inside of Steve Morgan. He has Kashawn Richardson with him the 29. Here goes Griffin in the 36. Lynn Galloway. Sampson. Spurred up on the inside. Cole Luigi's last car in this lead draft in the 42. He's currently scored 24th. 24 cars to settle it. 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, and 29th trying to get last jump, but they're not going to be able to do it. That's Campana, Shones, Richardson, Hernandez, and Rainey. They're just a little bit too far back to get the sniff of the draft that they need. Now, if a crash happens and a caution happens, they could definitely get caught up. Front 2 get away with Hanley leading Buford off turn number 2. That 77 looks like to have a decent car, but he's going to need help to get up there. You can't just do it by yourself. You need help to get by the race leader here at Talladega. Jake Galloway emerges in third. Riley Sampson fourth. Riley Spurtu moves to fifth. Spurtu still the only driver this season to complete every single lap. Can he keep that string going at Talladega here today? Galloway for second, moving low on Buford. 77 trying to get down. 11's going to be all over the back now of Buford. That could be a good push going. Sampson out of line for third. Galloway all over the back, committed to the 77. But still not enough to get to Hanley. The Rileys now move together in the inside. Riley Sampson, help from Riley Spurlitube. Here comes Michael Gregory. Narrowly missed that big crash. He's into contention. Up the super stretch. Sampson trying to get up with Buford, trying to help that 77 out. Spurlitube moved high by Michael Gregory. The 33 low. Spurlitube trying to clear that. comes Green and Friesen down low. Sampson getting to that 77, giving him the boost. Trying to get to Hanley. It's just not enough. There's no organization to get to that race leader, TJ Hanley, at this point. Back to the start finish line, 14 laps complete. Hanley's led every single one so far. Can anyone get by him? And I think he's definitely going to lead this lap, I have to believe. 22 is going to lead the most laps in this race. That's 5 bonus points for the 21 Big First Championship and chase chances. 4 cars break away. 5th place Green going to try and get caught up as Gregory moves on Sampson for 3rd. Jonathan Buford looking for a run onto Hanley. Just has no help though. They're not organized behind Buford. Even when Sampson's trying to stay there, Gregory's not in 4th and it's slowing the 19 down, which is then slowing the 77 down because he can't get to him. We had a car in the grass through 3 and 4. It's Jake Fritchen who got to pit road for 39 now with an issue. He'll fall a lap down. Single file at the front of the field for the front 7. 15 laps down, this time by. Hanley's at all 15. He has led the most laps here today. So that's 5 additional bonus points for the driver of the 21. Front 6 are in a straight line. 7th and 8th and 9th also doing that with Jeff Bright, Marshall Burrow, and Jay Jefferson. Brett Sierra in 10th going to try and do that. Now the front of the field all together. Can Buford make a move for the lead now off turn 2? That 21's just so strong. Look at that. The 77 got to him and just that bubble of air kept him from doing anything. Look at Michael Gregory. No one went low with him. Everyone abandoning him. Green and Friesen to the outside. That 21 just runs so strong here at Talladega. Does anyone have anything for? Sampson's been very committed to Jonathan Buford, which I'm sure Buford appreciates, but that 77, he just doesn't have anything for the 21. They're going to need some really fast car to get up there and challenge that 21 car. Because I don't think the 77 has it right now. He had a shot off turn 2. That run just kind of stalled out and went nowhere. Green now fading back in the outsides. Everyone goes low. Jeff Bright and Jay Jefferson are the next to pass him. Here goes Brett Sierra and John Smith. Up the road, though, we do have lap cars. Watch for that. It's Derek Hamill very slow. He will be the first we catch, and we'll catch him in the next lap. And that's going to change things if Hanley gets caught up, you know? So Hanley will be the first to catch a free range of where he wants to go to get around Derek Hamill. But if it slows the 21 up any, 77 others will be there to pounce. The pack single file as they come down to the 8. Hanley going to look low. Hanley stopped by the 8. Buford looks to the inside. Now someone can get by the 8, which they're going to right there on the inside. Burrow gets around the corner, Friesen, then shuffles Hanley out of the lead. So now Marshall Burrow to the front. Hanley going to try and get around the outside of the 8. The middle lane is held up. Look at Brett Sierra going to try and get around the outside here. That could cause an accident. We've seen that before. The 8 abandons and goes to the top, blocking Sierra's run that he had in the advance. Fenway, our points leader, is through. The pack now split as Burrow and Friesen, the 2 to get away. Hanley in 3rd will still have a shot. Green will get by. Here comes Rains and Hunter on the inside. Sierra has to cut down right there. He had a shot. Oh! It's his teammate down there. So it will be Sierra, Jefferson, and Galloway that got held up big time. Sierra going to go around the outside of the 8. Jefferson still in the middle looking for a way to go. Galloway almost blocked by the 8. Sierra gets around the outside. Jefferson will try and go around the inside, it looks like. But Hamill's still blocking him. Jefferson goes around the outside. So now those guys might lose the draft, but we still have more lappers ahead. And look at the run for the 21. He was just with the 5. He's now caught up to the 3rd, 4th, and 7. Shows how strong TJ Hanley's car is. So our first lead change of the day comes due to lap cars. And Hanley still looking. Look how strong that 21 is. No help whatsoever. He's going to pass that 34. The 21. A dominant car. Lap traffic will be the only thing to keep Hanley from winning this race, it looks like. I think he's going to get by the 7 right here without any help. There he is to the inside. But we have lappers side by side at the front. Hanley's so strong, he's doing it by himself. But now we're coming down to 3 lap cars, 2 of which are Red Bull cars. At the line, Hanley leads. But here they come to the A2 and the A3, and they're all stacked up. Burrow looking around the outside of those drivers. And there's just nowhere to go. Burrow will get around the outside. Friesen going to try and do the same with Jeff Bright, Griffin Lane, and Roman Fenway. The 55 close there to coming up. Here comes Tyler Fink, the 98, the next lapper. Burrow is clear of traffic. Friesen around the outside as well. Jeff Bright around the outside. Lynn, Fenway, and Hanley. Burrow around Fink. Luigi top to bottom right there. Going with Fenway. Burrow is all by himself right now. That's not going to be good once they catch him in the draft. DeLello moves up front. Fenway and Luigi, they just had a huge advance, and it's just been stalled right there. Hanley will shuffle out the 83, but now it's the 55 to deal with. Landon freezing around Fink. Jeff Bright on the outside of the 98. Here comes the 43 and the 42 do the same. Hanley is still stuck behind now the 98. That's heartbreak for Hanley, who's had the dominant car today, was making a pass by himself for the lead. First few get around. So now, Burrow's out front by himself going 191. These drivers in the draft will be going faster, up to about 200 miles an hour. Look at the shuffling back there. Freezing out for a second on Lynn. Jeff Bright, Cole Luigi, and Roman Fenway are away. There's Hanley. He'll still have a shot with 9 to go. Riley Sampson, Kashawn Richardson is through. Jonathan Beeford by. Jake Galloway, Evan Hunter. Here goes Brett Sierra getting around. John Smith around the outside of Fink. Can he get it done? If he can do it, he says that the nose. 4 wide. They're still trying to shuffle around. Riley Sprode going to try and get behind the inside. Here comes Jonathan Rains and Jay Jefferson. Minute goes to the middle. Here comes Sprode with a run. Michael Gregory and Fitzwater coming as well. 8 laps to go in Talladega. It's been a weird one here today, as the dominant car has been the only one to make passes by himself. But now the 7 of Burrow's going to get swallowed up, coming to 7 to go. And he's going right now 191. These drivers here going about 200 in the draft, give or take. Here comes Hanley to help that 36 out. Jeff Bright for a second on freezing. They're catching the 7 now. If they catch him in the corner, that could be the best case scenario for Marshall Burrow, because they won't have a chance to get around him. They're going to catch him off turn 4, though. This could be the perfect spot for someone to make a pass. Jeff Bright going to look around the outside of the 7 with a huge run. He'll try and get there. The 7's going to block him off. Great protection by Burrow there. He blocked the 5. Now can he block the 43? Burrow did everything right there. Blocked them off, but now Fenway to the inside. Our points there for the lead at Talladega with 7 to go. Lynn to the inside with Luigi shuffling 3 wide. Here comes Buford. Now it's a 3 wide pack at the front. Roman Fenway to the front. Our points leader. Gonna try and lead a lap for 5 bonus points. Burrow still fighting on the outside. He's getting a nice push from Cole Luigi. Hanley in the middle. Giving help to the 36 and the 43. Fenway, Burrow still side by side. The 7 moves down, trying to get the side draft off that 43. Here comes Buford, the 77 and the 29 of Kashawn Richardson. 6 to go at the start-finish line. Who will lead the lap? Fenway, down low. Burrow way high. The 43 and the 7 will be side by side. The lap lead will go to Roman Fenway. 5 bonus points for the points leader. How about Burrow, though? He also has a really strong car. I think he and Hanley have the 2 best cars here today. That 7 hanging tough from the outside, but now finally shuffled out. You have nowhere to go but backwards. Fenway, Kashawn Richardson move up. First and second single file. Now Jake Galloway, Riley Sampson looking low 3 wide. Richardson will clear for second, the 29. Are they going to let Roman Fenway lead these laps and stay out front, because now we're catching more lappers. Obviously, Kukulon. We're going to catch Hamill again for sure. I think Beal, Bolin, and Fox will be fine, but maybe Soto and some of these others will catch again. We'll definitely catch Hamill again. Definitely going to catch Kukulon. Kashawn Richardson for the lead at Talladega. 5 to go this time by. And a side-by-side match to the start-finish line. Fenway led the lap. Kashawn Richardson, Nathan Green, the ones on the inside. Here comes Jefferson and Spurley-Tube into the picture. Nathan Green will move to second in the 20. Green looking for the lead off turn 2 now. Heads up for Jefferson. Benella 78 moves middle. Here comes the 28 to help the 20. And where do we catch Kukulon? And what happens, because they're 4 wide? That could be a danger. Kashawn Richardson trying to get down. Green's down there, though. Almost contact made. 4 to go this time by. We're getting to that point of no return. Riley Spurley-Tube looking to the inside of the 20. Can he get 5 bonus points? Here comes Daytona 500 champion Jonathan Rains in the picture. Green Spurley-Tube side by side for the lap lead. And Riley does it on the inside for the 28, 5 bonus points. Oh, 4 wide to the corner. Bronson Smith forces the move in the 12. Which lane goes? I think it's going to be the middle and the bottom that go. And who sees that and who goes low first? Riley Spurley-Tube and Bronson Smith filter to the inside. They'll get by. Fitzwater around. Rain's going to try and get around. In the 96. The middle lane will shovel hole to the inside of Kukulon. The outside is going to get shuffled back faster now. Single file in this pack. Yes, now Green, Smith, Kashawn Richardson, Jay Jefferson, and Roman Fenway, they're going to have to get down to the inside as quick as they can, because that 13 is going to be a nuisance. But now 13 moving to the middle. Why would you do that? Just hold your, if you're a lap car, that is rule number 1. Hold your line. Stay in the line you were in. Don't affect anything else. Look at Hamill. How fast we caught that 8 car. Morgan gets around to the lead. Spurgeon held up in the 28. Here comes Fitzwater and Cole Luigi on the inside. Minnick and Bright go around the outside. They're held up in the 8. Where's TJ Hanley in all this? The dominant car. There he is on the inside, moving forward in front of Brett Sierra. 2 to go this time by. Look at Jonathan Buford forcing holes to the inside of the 7. Oh, Hanley goes high. I don't know if that was the right choice there. If he stayed low, he has a shot to win, but now he might just stay on the outside for the rest of the race. Not going to be good for him. 2 to go, this time by in Talladega. They're going to run down Steve Morgan first. It's Riley Spurley-Tube, Cole Luigi, and Zachary Fitzwater Sr. to do it, but also Griffin Lynn, Jonathan Buford, Marshall Burrow, the 777s back together. Here comes Sierra, inside Hanley for 8th. Carter Friesen and Jake Galloway. Riley Sampson, Jay Jefferson have emerged. There's Fenway in 14th. That's our points leader. Spurley-Tube get the push from Cole Luigi. Those are 2 friends working together, 2nd and 3rd. But Luigi goes for 2nd. He knows how hard it is to win one of these races. I don't think he's ever won a plate race in this series. Can he do it today? He's to 2nd as they catch Steve Morgan, come to the white flag. And we have lappers ahead. Will we catch Freddie Soto on this white flag lap? He's going very slow. I think we're gonna. Here we go. Steve Morgan leads. Cole Luigi in the draft in 2nd. Here is the white flag lap in the Aaron's 499 at Talladega. Who gets back around front to win? Morgan blocks Cole Luigi. That's what he needs to do right there. Forward to the apron. Trying to pass on the apron. They caught the 17. Luigi's still down there. Still trying to control it. Galloway as well. A car was stopped. We stay green. They're catching Freddie Soto. Spurgeon cleared 2nd. Can he make a move around Morgan? Jonathan Buford and Marshall Burrow. They're catching Soto now. To the apron. They go back there. 3 wide around the lap for Riley Spurley-Tube. They're on the apron all over the place, back behind them, coming off turn 4 to the checkered flag. Marshall Burrow to run down the 7. He'll go to the inside of Spurley-Tube. They're still on the apron behind them. To the checkered flag. Riley Spurley-Tube, Marshall Burrow, drag race to the checkered flag in the Aaron's 499. The winner is, I believe, Marshall Burrow. It was Riley Spurley-Tube with the 28. They're still on the apron, crossing the line. Riley Spurley-Tube, his first win of season 11. Wins the Aaron's 499 at Talladega in a dead heat with Marshall Burrow. That was closer than it could have been. My God, how close could that have been? Look at this. Dead even. Riley Spurley-Tube by the nose of his car wins at Talladega. 1,000th of a second. Tied for the 2nd closest Gatorade Cup Series finish in history with Martinsville back in season number 5. An insane ending to what was a crazy race. So, we saw what happened at the front with Spurley-Tube and Burrow going three wide around Freddie Soto. But I want to know what happened back here. As cars, we saw Nanico stopped on the apron right here. That's what got Cole Luigi onto the apron. I thought he was just trying to pass to the 26. These guys are on the apron. They're all kind of weirded out by what happened there. They're still trying to figure it out. Luigi gets up. Galloway gets up. Sampson is still down here. And it stays going through 3 and 4. Then we catch Soto. There go the leaders around the outside. They get around. 19 still in the apron. Still getting held up by the A2. He moves high. Sampson still down low. Still in the apron. Apron riding. Then comes up and causes the crash with Friesen and Galloway. Hits the 78. Others compiling in. Fenway hits the 19 out of anger, I do believe. The 44 hits the 43. Campana down then. Comes up in the green. I believe they sorted after that. So, what happened with the crash then? Jake Galloway. Sure, he's not a happy camper. It looks like Riley Sampson just kind of came out. I'm wondering if he had a tire issue. We've seen this before at Talladega where drivers think they have a tire issue, they get low, and then it kind of just happens. We've seen that happen before. Got Friesen and Galloway. Jeff Bright got some damage. John Thornton had to basically stop. Hunter scrapes off the 34. He gets to the checker flag, but they were all over the place coming to the checkers. I want to look at this again with Fenway and Campana and Sampson and all that, because that was 3 teammates bouncing off each other coming around. So I think the 43 right here saw what the 19 did. 19 then comes up, hits the 70. I'm sure Fenway's a little mad. He comes up and scrapes with the 19. Then the 44's teammate comes up and scrapes with the 43. Fenway of all that, gets 15th. I mean, what an ending. I mean, that basically just fit how maybe a lot of people are going to feel about this race. I mean, just kind of crazy and unpredictable and wild, but that's the margin of victory. Riley Spurtu beating Marshall Burrell to the checkered flag by 1,000th of a second. Morgan waiting in third in case those front two made contact. Let's go see the finishing results after a crazy Aaron's 499 at Talladega. Here's how they finished in the Aaron's 499 at Talladega. We had 2 caution flags today for 2 laps. 1 came in the last lap, so it did not impact anything else. 7 lead changes, 5 drivers leading here today in Talladega. Riley Spurtu, one of them, led 3 laps to 28 driver, back up to second in points with his first victory of the season. Marshall Burrell finishes second by 1,000th of a second. Just imagine, if he had maybe an inch more, he would have won the race. But instead, he's 1,000th short. Third place, Steve Morgan. Fourth place, Jonathan Beeford. And Cole Luigi gets up to 5th. Hanley, the heartbreak of the race, led 18 of the 29 laps. In fact, it might have been the first 18 laps. He ends up finishing 6th from pole position because he got held up by lap cars all throughout the race. If it wasn't for lappers, he would have won this race, probably led every single lap. 7th place for Griffin Lynn. How about Brett Sears? First top 10 in the Gatorade Cup Series. 8th place for him. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. in 9th and Scott Gregory in 10th. Michael Gregory finishes right behind Scott in 11th. Roman Fenway gets 12th out of all that. So how about that? Roman Fenway, 12th place for him. He extends the points over second. However, Sprotube actually closed in from where he was. So, I mean, it's now a 100-point gap. It was under 100 before, but Sprotube was over 100 back, so he gained, but didn't really, technically, no one gained on Fenway's points lead. 13th for Leon Capana, Jeff Bright 14th and 15th, Riley Sampson, Jay Jefferson 16th, Nathan Green 17th, John Smith in 18th, Kashan Richardson 19th, and Evan Hunter rounds out the top 20 with Bronson Meg 21st, Carter Friesen 22nd, Anthony Nash 23rd, Trey Rainey 24th, 25th, Jonathan Rains, then Jake Gowing 26th, Luke Rainey 27th, Diego Yepes 28th, Levi Shomes 29th, Anthony Charbot 30th, Anthony Fox 31st, 32nd, Brandon Beal 33rd, William Bolin, Kukulon, 1 lap down, Tyler Fink, Max Rossi, and Zachary DeLillo, then 2 laps down, Casey Nacco, Freddie Solo, and Derek Campbell. Jake Richardson's issue with the header, so that's interesting. That was another car that had Hendrick stuff in it. And then Eli Bright, the first Hendrick casualty, his second straight mechanical malfunction. Eli Bright out because of a camshaft. Let's now go see the point standings. Here are the points after the first Superspeedway Swing race of the season. It is Roman Fenway still on top by 100 points. Riley Spurtu moves up to second, his first victory of the season. He still completed every single lap this season. That's very impressive at this point. Third place for Max Rossi, Jay Jefferson 4th, and Eli Bright down to 5th. But he doesn't matter. It doesn't matter for him because he is in the chase no matter where he finishes in the end of the regular season in points. Anthony Charbon now up to 6th. Anthony Fox is currently 7th. Griffin Lynn 8th. TJ Hanley 9th. And rounding out the top 10, it is Carter Friesen. Tyler Fink currently 11th in points. John Smith is 12th. Kashan Richardson 13th. Michael Gregory 14th. And Jonathan Rains currently 15th. Leon Capana is currently 16th. 17th, Jonathan Beeford. 18th, Freddie Soto. Nathan Green 19th. And Scott Gregory rounds out the top 20. Jonathan Rains holds the second wildcard spot with 15th in points with the win. The first wildcard spot goes to 20th in points. Scott Gregory, he has 2 victories, 2 trumps 1. That's why drivers like Leon Capana and Nathan Green are behind Scott Gregory. In that regard, they have to catch Jonathan Rains if they want to have a shot at that second wildcard spot. Luke Rainey / Kuklon 21st, 22nd in points. Jeff Bright is currently 23rd with his victory. Fitzwater 24th, and then 2 winners, Sampson and Beal 25th, 26th. They both have victories as well. Looking down, 2-time winner William Bolin has not had a great stretch of races. He's down 33rd in points now. He desperately needs to be top 20 in points. If he does get into the top 20, he has 2 wins. That's great for wildcard chances, but he needs to be up there. Same with Galway and Koduchi, who are currently 35th and 36th in points. They both have victories, but they need to be top 20 for them to be counted as wildcard spots. They have Sierra, who moves up ahead of Yepes in points. Now Sierra up to 41st, Yepes down to 42nd. Everyone, I believe everyone this season now has a top 10 finish, and it looks like that holds true. As Beeford just got his first year today, same with Sierra. Everyone now has a top 10 finish in season number 11 of the Gatorade Cup Series. Next race on the Superspeedway Swing goes to Pensacola, Florida for the running of the Mountain Dew 500. I will see you guys then.